All right, we're back. We are back on the set
Hey.
live. We didn't have a show last week, all right, but we are back and live
Yes.
with a really super hot topic. All right, you
I'm
got
telling
Jay
you.
and Miss Debbie
Hi,
here.
hi.
All right,
How's
all
it
right.
going, Jay?
I think I'm wondering, are they ready for this topic today?
Yeah, this is a good one today. Yes,
mm.
we've had
Yeah.
many, but this
One is
by far.
one that is
Yes.
needed.
Yes,
I think,
absolutely.
in my belief,
Absolutely.
it is needed.
It's needed. Yes.
You know, and I'm about to tell you what the topic is.
Come
but
on, Jay.
I'm giving y'all a little what they call the preface of the book.
Yeah.
You know, before I really hit you with the title.
Okay.
Okay. You know, there's a lot of things we've talked about on the show. You know, and all different types of things.
Mm-hmm.
But we deal with relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And all types of relationships. And our conversation today, it is an essence
Yes.
of a factor in every relationship.
Every relationship. Yes.
So here's the title, folks.
Yes.
It's a question. Do we misapply the word trust in our relationships?
Mm-hmm.
Do we misapply the word trust in our relationships? Now, remember, we deal with all types of relationships.
Yes.
You know, friends, loved ones, my boo, my baby, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, husband, wife, you know, church friends, you know,
Absolutely.
business partners, you know, you name it. Even down to sex.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, remember I said, I asked the question, do we misapply the word trust in our relationships? Now, that's in all types of relationships, even in sex. We're going to get down to that nitty gritty in a minute.
Jay.
All right?
Come on with it.
In the nitty gritty.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we misapply the word trust in our relationship? I mean, Jay, this is a good topic. I mean, this is a great, I mean, because, I mean, as you made the point, in every relationship, this point, you know, it's about, you know, most people, you ask the question, what's the most important thing in a relationship? You know, one of the first things people say, trust. I got to have trust. I know I can trust them. You know, so let's first start out by defining what trust is. What is the definition of trust?
So what do you have? Well, you got some definitions for us today?
Yes. One of the definitions for trust is a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Another definition is confidence placed in a person. Okay. Another definition, and this is the one that I like, to believe that someone is good and honest and will not harm you, or that something is safe and reliable.
Okay. Now I have another definition, and it is to place assurance. Assurance. Okay. To place assurance. All right. Undoubtful assurance.
Yes.
In something. It could be a thing or a person, but in something that is proven to carry the substance of that you have put assurance in. In other words, I'm gonna give somebody else an example. Okay, when you know those I-beams, they're iron I-beams. It's nothing but a beam.
Okay.
It's an I-beam. That's what they call them. It's an iron beam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when they make those iron beams, those iron beams are used to build your bridges, build buildings, and everything. They test it. They test it. They take it through several different different tests to find out what the weight capacity before it can give out.
Right.
Okay. And even when you go sometimes buy a screw, watch folks, you could go in Walmart and buy a package of screws. You'll see on the box, it will say, even those hangers, pictures hangers and all that. Even read the front or back of it. It will have information. It will say, will hold up to this amount of weight.
Yes.
Okay. So if you get a picture hanger and it says will hold up to 5 pounds, you can put assurance and trust in it that it will hold 5 pounds. 5 pounds because it's been tested.
Yes.
And sure, the manufacturer don't want to be sued because they're gonna make sure that their product is going to hold that. They put that on it. Actually, they underrated. Because, it may have tested for maybe 8 or 9 pounds, but they're going to be on the safe side and underrated for 5 pounds. Okay? Now, you go and put a picture on it 15, 20 pounds, and it falls and break your picture.
Yeah.
All right? That's nobody's fault but yours because you put trust in something that has not been proven and tested to put your assurance in.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Assurance. Okay. All right, James.
All
So, what you saying? Trust, putting full assurance in something or someone. And you know what I was thinking about? How we can test that because we're talking about trust. You know that exercise. It was an exercise that I saw couples do.
No.
And the husband will stand. The wife will stand in front of the husband, and so the thing was, she had to fall back, just fall straight back,
lean back,
yeah, with the assurance that her husband was going to catch her. Okay. Now, I mean, we talk about trust, but I think that is one of the best ideas, because your back is to them. You can't see them, and you gotta just let your body fall back with the assurance that he's gonna let you fall. Okay, so now the exercise came out that even though the wives and they were in this marriage and everything, and but they only trust them to a certain. Because I'm not gonna trust that I'm gonna fall and lean way back, and you're gonna be there to catch me. And so the husband was like, "Don't you believe I'll catch you?" And the wife was like, "I don't know, I don't know." But it was honest though, And so our relationships is what I'm saying, Jay. I think whether it's a husband and wife, boyfriend and girlfriend, relationships are tested. I mean, for the truth. And you talking about, I know I can trust them. We can say that. I trust my mate. I trust my husband. I trust my wife. I trust, and really, until you find out, and your feelings are hurt.
Well, feelings are hurt.
Yes.
That's when we start talking that other language that they call it monkey language. That other language, I lost trust in you. You broke my trust in you. Yes. I'm hurt because I can't trust you anymore. Okay. Well, okay. And I hear your sympathy in that.
You sympathize with me, Jay.
I do. But you know, here's the thing. They when people, I don't know how many times I hear folks say that I lost my trust. Oh, I can't do you no more. I mean, even if it's something really, really small, something really small, like you didn't make a phone call, just one phone call, or you didn't show up. Small stuff, you know. Oh, I can't trust you to be on time.
Well, now.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the person saying, well, you know, regularly I'm on time, but something came up, there was a car accident, stalled traffic. Oh no, but the other person is so like, you know, you done may be late.
On several occasions is what I'm saying. You be late more than you think you don't. You done may be late on several occasions. Okay, so now, what are you saying, Jay?
Oh, but that person kept putting trust until they finally got to the point saying, "Oh,
yes."
And then they, you know, before they got there and said, "Okay, I'm gonna try it again." Okay, you gonna be there at 6:30? Yeah, I'm gonna be there at 6:30. Okay, I'm trusting you. Done failed me 3 times, but you want to go on and put trust again?
And then get mad.
Then get mad. This person has not, remember, proven.
Yeah.
The worthiness, and yet you go and put the trust in them again just to get mad if they don't show up the 4th time.
Yes. So I mean, you know, it's been experienced. You know, I've experienced that. You know, some point in time. You know, in my life, Jack. So what I've learned to do, instead of getting upset or getting angry, I mean, because especially if you start seeing a pattern, if you start seeing a pattern of that, then you have to just say, okay, look, I know that this is the person. I know that this person is going to possibly be late. I know that they're going to possibly not be on time. So you try to, instead of, you know, getting upset after a while, you try to just say, I mean, hey, because you know you're going to deal with them, you know they're going to be in your life, you know that, you know, they're going to be there sooner or later, you know, so you just start, I mean, you know, say, are you coming right now or later now? So I'll know, you know, where then most of the time you leave it up to them to say, well, you know, I'll be there in another 15, 20 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever the case may be. But that comes to, you know, knowing in a way who you're dealing with. I mean, you know, you got some people that say, you know, some people that you can depend on. If they say, you say I need to go somewhere, they can be there. They're right there. You know those. Then you got the ones where I know I'm gonna have to wait on them for a little while, and that's okay. I mean, it doesn't mean the trust is lost. So,
well, you know what? Even though you have some folk that are regularly dependable, there's always, because in this life we endure this one word, well, 2 words, anything possible. Anything, or 3 words if you want to add the is. I had apostrophe is on the anything. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Okay, in this life, because when I say anything is possible, the unexpected is possible, Person could be a timely person.
Yes.
Something could happen to the car.
Yeah.
You know, could be a timely person. But just something might happen. Okay, and that right there breaks their record.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of anything being possible, sometimes I believe we apply that word trust to such a degree that we don't prepare ourselves that anything can be possible.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
And because of that, whenever, if ever, that possible surfaces, we get thrown off track.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's a good point, Jay. You know, we don't allow for the things. I mean, when you become, and it's kind of a bad position to be in when you put your confidence or faith like that in people. Been there, done that. But as you get older, supposedly, that kind of thing it should get you to a point in your life where you can say, well, things do happen, or things does happen, and allow for that. I mean, you have to make allowances in the greatest instance, But we're talking about the word trust. So now, if we know what the definition of trust is, and you've read us, and I've read several definitions of what the word trust is. When you talk about trusting wholeheartedly with everything that you got, who can you trust?
Well, who can you trust?
Wholeheartedly.
Here's how I'm going to respond to that. Okay. Here's the one thing that we know as a people, because we know ourselves. Okay, just deal with yourself. And if you listening out there, let's start with yourself. All right, like I'll start with myself. I know what kind of person I am. I know what kind of things I push for, what kind of reputation I'm pushing for, and trying to make it happen, be there, and all that. But I also know, because we sure want to use this when something come up. Watch this. I also know that in this life, that because I've experienced unplanned, unexpected, unforeseen things that happen in my life that has thrown my regularity off track. Okay? And I know this about my life. So I know that it's possible for something to happen in just my life, but we sure want to say, we watch this, when that happens, we want to throw out this to the other person real quick. Well, a couple of different phrases we use. Well, I'm only human. Things sometimes happen that we don't plan for. We throw these things out to give us the alibi that possible things can happen in our life, and that we wound up either doing things that we most likely would never think we would do, or being placed in a situation or status that we never thought we would be in. Okay? I tell you, here's the situation. I'm gonna give folk a little bit of my past history life, way early in my years. I had always said, I think many people will probably say this, that they would never be homeless. Could never see themselves being homeless. Of course, you would say that when you're never homeless. Okay.
Yes,
Well, I wound up having a very, very tragic, actually, miracle should have been fatal accident, where my car went up under a Metro bus. Metro bus flipped over on top of the rest of the smashed car. So I was smashed from front to back, top to top. You know, I was sandwiched. Took them 2.5 hours to get me out of the car and all that. I won't go into all the details. But where I went from that point, I had motorcycle, I had car, I had a place to live, I began to dwindle. Everything I began to dwindle and was losing and was, you know, basically I was all the way down because I was, I'm not going to say, well, I was partly stubborn because people don't tell me what to do, okay? When the doctors told me I'd never use my hand again, I was very stubborn and went out on pure faith. And it took over a year just to get my fingers. It was kind of like the Kill Bill effect, you know, where the lady said, wiggle my big toe. It was like that. It took a year of strenuous, continuous effort and belief and faith before my fingers would wiggle just a little bit, to give me to encourage me in the hope of regaining my hand, which I did, fully gained. But however, due to process, because I could have presented to the doctors and listened to what they said, received Social Security, but they did not award me Social Security because I was too busy trying to prove them wrong. So they didn't approve my Social Security. So I didn't have no benefits. I was out of work. As I said, everything began to dwindle, and then I was out on the street. I was homeless. And when I say homeless, some folks say they're homeless when they don't have their own place, but they got a roof over their head. That is not homeless. All right, that just means you don't have your own place. Homeless is when you are outdoors. You don't have a roof over your head. You trying to find a place to lay your head. And yes, a good thing about it, I was living in Florida, South Florida. Now, yeah, you know, I could have called. Folks always say, you know, I'm getting off into this, but folks have commented to me, well, you could have called your family, and I know they would have came to my rescue. I know for a fact they would have came to my rescue, but this was my situation. I'm thankful. I mean, I can't tell folks how thankful I was to go through that season in my life, because it helped me see a lot of things a lot more clearly in dealing with life. However, now, but the thing of it is, something like that, I had always, you know, as a matter of fact, coming up in life when I was a kid, I kind of looked down on some homeless folk, you know, and I would say I'd never be homeless. But here I was, homeless. Okay? And so that's what I'm saying. You never know what could happen. And in being people, humans, here's what, you know, I guess we're going to have to go to church. But
thank you, Jay.
We're going to have to go to church. All right. But here's what we fail to realize about human beings, people, okay? Is that it makes it very clear that people, human beings, are like wavering water. You don't know which way they're going to go. When you look at the waves of the water, you don't know. It goes one way for a minute, then it starts turning, going another. It's like wavering water. Now, the wave may stay a certain way for a long time. And all you can do is hope and pray that it stays that way. But what biblical scriptures point out to us is dangerous to trust. And I can't say the key word, trust, which entails that is proven. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's been tested
It's been proven.
and proven.
Yeah.
Okay? Tested and proven. Those are two strong key words.
Yes.
All right? That it can be reliable. Because if they put a iron beam on a bridge, on a roadway and a bridge, and it said that iron beam is said to hold up to 30,000 pounds, and they have 50 to 70,000 pounds. That is dangerous. A lot of lives are lost. Those bridges, and so when you overrate something over what it has been proven and tested to be, it's not, if it breaks down, it's not the fault of the thing you trusted or the person you trusted. It's the fault of the one who put the trust in the thing or the person without careful consideration of what it has or who they have proven themselves and been tested, where the proof comes from the testing, to be. So, and a lot of times folk go and put trust in folk. They just meet them. They meet them, and in 1 month, ain't nobody proved nothing about who they are in 1 month. And they be like, and they go do something. I trusted you to be right. I trusted you to love me. I trusted you to do this. I trusted you. I see you can't be trusted. But it only been 1 month. What test?
How can you say?
What test? What proof have they shown you as to being put assurance in?
That they can be trustworthy.
That they can be trustworthy.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, Jay, I mean, you a mouthful, in all of that. And we see it, every day. And this is the thing that gets me, but yet we still, we see it every day. We'll still put that trust, put that confidence, and then genuinely get angry, genuinely get upset. I can't believe you did that with a straight face. Will say, I can't believe you did that. Really?
Right.
I mean, really? But you trusted them. You put all of your assurance. You put everything that you had that they were gonna what? Be right. That they wasn't gonna harm your feelings. And we have to be careful of that. I mean, and I just go back to this, Jay, like you say, the Bible clearly speaks. It clearly defines what it says. Now, for those of you, read the word. We're not asking you to take our advice, or it's there in the word of God. The Bible, God makes it clear on who you can trust.
I go on and say it point blank. Bible makes it very clear. Do not trust a human being. Do not put trust in a human being. Now, I can hear Willie say, "What you talking about, Jay? What you talking about, Jay?"
Yeah.
Willie's on the TV show.
Different stroke. I used to love that show too.
But yeah, but really seriously, but the Bible and more so for y'all church going folk. All right?
Come on.
Church going folk. I mean, okay, folk who ain't going to church, and all that, but they do have a good sense of reality, but church going folk. The word says, in many, there are over 50 scriptures that says the same thing. Over 50 that says the same thing about putting trust in human beings. I'm gonna read you a couple of them for you. So somebody don't believe what I'm saying. What they're talking about. And by the way, if you want to join in on this conversation in this show, just call 931-220-7063. 931-220-7063. Now I'm gonna give you some Old Testament, and I'm gonna give you some New Testament. All right. Okay. Jeremiah 17:5 says this. Thus says the Lord, cursed is the man. Cursed is the man who trusts in mankind and makes flesh his strength, and whose heart turns away from the Lord. All right. Cursed is the man. Okay. All right. And woman. All right. That don't mean you get off the hook.
No respect of persons.
Right. Yep. It don't get you off the hook at all. Okay. Now, here's another one. Watch this. In Psalm 118:8, it says, and 9, I'm going to read both of them. 118:8 and 9. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in man. Then it comes back and says in 9, it is better to take refuge in the Lord, in other words, trust in the Lord, than to trust in princes. In other words, people of high places, you know. That includes even the president. All right. All right. The trust in people. All right. Okay. All right. Now, in Micah 7:5 says, do not trust in a neighbor. Do not have confidence in a friend.
Yeah.
You know, that's my friend. I've been trusting them up for. All right. From her who lies in your bosom, guard your lips. In other words, how many times? I wish I can see Steve Harvey saying this one. How many times have you done out of your lips? It said, guard your lips. You done went and told somebody a secret, and you tell them, now, this is a secret between me and you.
Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody. But you don't want nobody to know it. It was your secret. But now you want to tell somebody. Really, folks? It ain't no secret. Once it comes out of your lips, it ain't no secret no more. No matter who you tell, but you got the audacity to command somebody not to tell a secret that you're supposed to keep to yourself. It was a secret for you, but you gonna tell somebody.
That's because you know what, they thought that they could trust them with that information.
They can't even trust themselves. They couldn't trust their own self with the secret because they gotta tell somebody else. But you with your untrustful in yourself done went and told somebody else. Because you didn't trust yourself to keep it, to tell somebody else, and then go get mad because they do something that you also couldn't do.
Jay, now you're taking this to another level.
But that's the truth, though.
Okay. So, what in the instance of a husband and wife relationship? You know how the husband, you know how you say, that's my best friend. He's my best friend. She's my best friend. You know, we do everything together. They know everything about me.
But see, watch this. With a husband and wife, there should be no secrets.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
There should be no secrets. So, you know, it ain't no problem sharing something. Because it ain't supposed to be no secret. Now, if you got secrets, you got a problem. You might have an issue already. You see? Because a husband and wife should be able to share in everything.
Really?
Should.
Should
be able.
Should be able.
Okay. But, however, we live in a world today that where we pick folk who are, watch this, untrustworthy. They haven't proven themselves to be of the character to the point where I can trust to share personal things with.
Okay.
And it stays between us.
Okay. So is there a time limit, Jay? Is there a time limit?
Well, no,
I mean, what is, you
no,
were talking.
there's a truth to it. There's a truth.
Okay.
Not really a time limit. There's a truth.
Okay.
The truth to it is to tell yourself the truth about people. And I ain't finished reading these scriptures yet.
About a mate. Okay, say you met a young man, or vice versa and everything, and you guys are dating, you're in a relationship, or you're working toward a relationship, and you're getting to to know each other and everything. What is, I mean, when do you trust? I mean, okay, when I say trust, when do you start looking at the ability of the person to say, well, okay, maybe I can confide in them?
Okay. Here's the thing about trust. You know what? I'm gonna put that on table.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna read a couple more scriptures.
Okay.
That's gonna help me
All right.
in support of what I'm gonna answer.
Okay.
I'm not getting away from folk. Y'all hear me? I'm coming back to that. Y'all hold me to that. Okay. I'm gonna go now to Psalm 41:9. It says, "Even my close friend, in whom I trusted, who ate my bread, has lifted up his heel against me." My close friend.
My close friend.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's that one dealing with David. When he was talking about it. We went to church together.
Yeah.
We were raised up together.
Yeah.
We did everything together. But then you turned
my friend.
Wow. Who I thought would never.
Yeah.
Never.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Then Proverbs says, like a bad tooth in 25:19 says, like a bad tooth and an unsteady foot, it's confidence in a faithless man in time of trouble.
Okay, Jay, a bad tooth. If you've ever had a toothache, and anybody know what I'm talking about, if you've ever had a toothache, you know how bad a toothache hurts. I'm telling you, I would rather have some more pain, other pains, than to have a toothache. And it says a foot unsteady. You ever turned your ankle over? Anybody ever been walking and doing something and turn your ankle over? You know how painful that is. Now, just think about it. And now we're still talking about trusting. So when your trust is betrayed, you have pain or agony or misery to that extent. You're devastated because I did not believe you would do that to me. I trusted you. Yeah, really? Yeah. Come on, Jay, give us some more scriptures.
Okay. All right. Here's another one. Okay. I'm gonna take it. Here's another one. Proverbs 31:11. The heart of her husband trusts in her, and he will have no lack of gain. I read that one because that one I'm going to get back to your question. Okay, to your question. All right. Then there's this one that says, "Trust in the Lord." Then people be like, "Well, what are we supposed to trust? How do we use trust?" Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, all their mind, and all their ways. Okay. Trust in the Lord, and He will guide your path. Now, what a lot of people don't really have a good, I guess, deep, sincere application of that. All right, and here's the thing. If you don't trust in people, then you have no expectancy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay? You have no expectancy in that you don't have a trust in.
Mm-hmm.
However, when something happens that you don't have an expectancy,
Mm-hmm.
you find much more appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
Because you didn't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, if you're walking down the street and somebody stops you and says, you know what, here's $10.
Mm-hmm.
You be like, what? No, here's $10. I want to bless you with $10.
Mm-hmm.
You have more appreciation
Mm-hmm.
for that person
'Cause you wasn't
rather
expecting.
than something you walking down the street
Right.
with this attitude like if somebody's supposed to give you something
Mm-hmm.
and nobody gives you nothing.
Yes.
You know, even if you go ask even your family and your friend, hey, can I borrow $10? With an expectation somebody gonna come through, but don't nobody come through, you gonna be mad.
Mad.
You gonna be mad.
Yes.
But if somebody comes through and you
Yeah.
wasn't expecting it,
Yeah.
you have more appreciation.
Yes.
Now watch this. If you hook up with somebody and you have no expectation, now you do have an outline.
Mm-hmm.
You can have an outline, but you have no expectations.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But this person is fulfilling
Mm-hmm.
your outline of what you prefer
Mm-hmm.
of a character to be,
Mm-hmm.
invested in your life.
Right.
But they're fulfilling that. You ain't told them what you're looking for.
Right.
You ain't said nothing, but they're fulfilling that.
Yes.
You
Yes.
have not placed an expectancy in that
Right.
person that person is
Yeah.
going to be. And I find
Yeah.
this quite often, hearing this quite often, that and if you hear it more in women than you
Yes.
ever would men. I'm saying no men do this, but you hear it more majority in women. You know, I expected that he would love me because if I love him, and he see all this love I got for him, I was expecting that he would give it back to me. They expected, I said that they were expecting for this person to give back to them in the same measurement that they were giving.
Right.
But if they didn't have no expectations,
Mm-hmm.
see, when you don't have no expectation, it's no gain, no loss.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's really no loss.
Mm-hmm.
You really won't get mad over nothing that you
Right.
have no expectation.
Yes.
So you putting out all this love and they're not giving it back.
Uh-huh.
You can actually see it more clearly
Uh-huh.
because if you didn't have no expectations, well, I'm putting out all this love and I get I'm not seeing what I need to see. So I need to keep moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I need to be moving on until I can see what I need to see. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If I gotta tell them what they gotta do, that's not really them on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Jay.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's true. I mean, it's a great concept, if you think about it, and that goes, a long way, in the relationship. Not only just about that. If you feel you gotta, let him know you like flowers, you like candy, you like this and you like that. I mean, is that really what you?
Yeah, because you're expecting it.
Yeah, you expecting it.
Once you tell them, you
That's
actually
true.
because the reason you telling them because you want them to do that.
You expecting
You
it.
expecting it.
Yeah.
Reason you're telling them.
Wow. Wow.
Because you are now expecting it, and if
Yeah.
they don't meet your expectations,
Yeah.
you're gonna get upset. You're gonna get mad.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
But if they on their own, they doing that, you find much more appreciation.
Mhm.
Appreciation rises and attaches much more quickly and permanently than when you're trying to do it through expectations.
Mhm.
And then you find yourself more wholeheartedly, I love that man because You know, I ain't got to tell him give me no flowers. I ain't got to tell I ain't got to tell him to remember my birthday, or I ain't got to tell him, you know, say nothing about when we gonna go out, or no. I ain't got to say nothing about it, none of this stuff. He just he feeling me.
Yes, yes, Jay. yes. But you know, I mean, and that's true. I actually experienced a situation a few years ago with someone, and you know, when you know, I was just going on. You know, we have to be careful how we go on over people too. And what I mean by that is that, you know, we have a tendency to sometimes certain people are lifting them up. You know, they this and they that and they this and they that. You have to be careful of that. And it was a point where I had done that in this situation. And somebody that was close to me told me, well, you know, Debbie, you know, your feelings gonna be hurt when they disappoint you. You know, and and when they said that to me, I didn't say, you know, say it verbally. I was just like, you know, they don't know what they're talking about. That ain't gonna happen. And sure enough, I mean, and it was actually prophetic words. And sure enough, several years later, the situation came, and it happened.
Right.
And the first thing I heard, Jay, was that person, you know, reciting those words to me. You know, and I was like, wow. And then it was, you know, it was the same thing. I didn't believe that would happen. I was actually saying I didn't believe they would do that. But yeah, and so after that, that's what taught me how to, you know, when you talk about expectation and putting expectations, you know, on a person or people, we have to be very careful with that.
Yeah, you have to be careful. That even stems all the way to church folk going into churches. I'm talking about, you know, watch this, because I've also have heard, and I think many people have experienced either personally or witnessing other folk in this area. They go to a church, and then they'll be there for a little while. Then the next day you hear, you know, I'm gonna go to another church. Cause them people in there, they you know, they aggravating. They ain't Christian. Blah blah blah. They, you know, they in there. You got liars and you got whoremongers in there. You got, you know, all kinds of folk in there. Well, yeah. Like, really? Yeah. I mean, like, what did you really think was going to be in the church?
All right, everybody perfect up in there.
What do you really think?
No issues.
It's going to be the next church they bounce over to? They find the same thing, and they're going to keep on bouncing, because there will never be the quote perfect, cleaned up church. Never be the most perfect, cleaned up church. They wouldn't even know what it is anyway, because why are they in the church? Because they got an issue.
Because they got
the one that's bouncing around got an issue that needs help. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna throw this out real quick. We know this. We church folks say this so often, but we don't pay attention. We you know, we go in with trust, expectancy, that we have put trust that church that we are going through the doors in is going to be full of just
accepting
of deity gods. Okay, that which means that means people who are perfect and don't have no imperfections. Okay, all right. That's what we expect to go in, okay? That we're not going to run into nobody who has issues, who has problems, who's struggling, or who has some type of sinful nature. We're not going to run into none of that, okay? All right? All the way up to the preachers. I'm saying everybody in the church. Ain't nobody excused, okay? Because we know even the pastor is not perfect. Okay? Now he can have a good, really good track record. But somewhere along the line, okay? Because once you become perfect, we know this, church folk.
Right.
You are a God. We know this. but we act in ways that is what Bible says ignorant to what we know. Okay? And you only set yourself, when we act in ignorance, you only set yourself up for the pain. And okay, you know, that goes even to the love relationships, acting ignorantly, okay? But in the church, we say the church is like a hospital.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
We even sometimes say it is a hospital.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use the word like for now. Church is like a hospital. Okay, if it's like a hospital, use every setup and path of the hospital in side-by-side correspondence. When you go in the hospital, what do you see when you go in the hospital? A bunch of sick folk trying to get well.
Yes. Yes.
Some way off and some better than others.
Say some in critical condition.
Some in critical condition. Yeah. Some on life support.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
But still, right? Somebody might be worse off than you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But the reason you went there because you sick and you seeking to get something healed in you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just saying.
That's the truth.
I'm just saying. Okay. All right. Okay. So, if you go to expectancy that it's going to be anything different, you set yourself up.
Yes.
All right, y'all hear how I said that? You set your own self up.
Yes.
With deceit, and you deceive yourself by placing expectancy that has not proven to be something different. Okay. All right. Now, if you go into church and you find a lot of healed folk or well off folk, and they're treating you, you know, really good. Now, you're going to still have some sick folk in there, but they treat you find it to be really well off, okay? And a lot of people moving toward healing, all right? You find, because you didn't go in there with expectancy that you're going to find a bunch of gods, all right? You went in and you received that. Their approach, everything that's happening around you, you find appreciation for it.
Yes.
And those things that you appreciate, you will find yourself attached to more and more. Okay? Now, we're going to move from the church to business. All right? We're going to hit all these sides today.
Yeah.
All right. You done went and picked yourself a partner because they grew up with you.
Yes.
And to try to go in business. And you know good and well, business ain't got no friends.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It do not, it don't see, now it do see proven track records. All right? But just because that been your friend since elementary school and y'all just, cause we do everything together. But they lazy.
Yes. And you know they lazy.
And you know they lazy. And you gonna go in business.
Ain't no time.
And they don't do the business right. They don't do the business right, and you gonna get mad because here's the key word. Now I know it's offensive, because you ignorantly chose someone to go in business with. Instead of intelligently, not saying you're not intelligent, you just didn't apply it. Intelligently and realistically, look for someone to go into business with that will be good for the business.
Yes.
Okay, for what it takes. Okay. Now we're gonna jump all the way over in South Pole now. All right. Now we're going to hit the sex thing.
All right, Jay.
Trust and sex. All right. All right. This is more so with the ladies than it is with men. More so women than it is with men.
Yes.
Okay. You go, and even if now this for everybody
Easy,
on this
Jay.
one. This
Easy.
one's gonna be it was gonna be. Yeah, you know we come at it raw.
Easy.
We
Easy,
raw
Jay.
and live. This one's for everybody. You go and ask the person you're about to engage in a sexual event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right? And there's different things that you could do in a sexual event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anything from oral to intercourse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? In a sexual event. But you ask them, well, and this is very sincere. It might be comical, but it's sincere. Are you saved? You got anything? All right. You don't know nothing about their history. You ain't seen no papers. All right. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know nothing. You don't.
Absolutely.
You ain't been in the in whatever number, whether it's 1 to infinity of a number of sexual accounts, you ain't been sitting right there
So you don't
with
know.
them, so you don't know what went on. You don't maybe not even know who the people they been with, and what was the people. I mean, we in sex education they had this chart. And it's so real.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, this chart says, this is what you see them in some doctor's office. This is what your chances are
Mm-hmm.
with the person you may have sex with.
Uh-huh.
And it shows the two of them.
Right.
Then under them it shows maybe 3 or 4.
Uh-huh.
And then under that 3 or 4,
Right.
it shows maybe about 20 or 30 under that, because those 3 or 4 could have 3 or 4, 5, 10,
Yes.
15, 20
Yes.
partners that they have messed up each.
Yeah.
And see, it can all
Yes.
nail down back to you. So by the
Yes.
time it gets down to the bottom of the chart, it's like 100, 200 people that you, because you think you've done hooked with one person, but that one person, including yourself, you got to think of yourself, cause okay,
Yes.
that one person, even though they may not have had but maybe 2 or 3 partners in their life,
But the people they were
well,
with.
yeah, but you got the people they were with. It all carries all the way down to the one. Okay, all right. So you go and ask this person. All right, you say you got anything? You ain't seen no papers. You ain't seen no doctor's visit. You ain't seen no declaration of clarity. To be DD safe.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's the.
Yes.
All right. So and because they say yes, you say, okay, I put my trust in you, in something that's not proven. All right. Okay. And folk, I'm not trying to make this scary, but this is real talk.
Yes.
Real talk. If you catch something,
Yeah.
guess whose fault it really is?
Absolutely. That's true.
But you want to get mad at the person. See?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to get mad at the person. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go to another twist on this thing. Okay. Now that was the disease part. All right.
Pregnancy.
This is mostly on the women too. All right. Yeah, pregnancy. All right. Now you're going. There's really no nice way to say this, and I have to keep it
Easy,
real. Okay.
Jay.
All right.
Just take
Now,
it easy.
Well, I mean, this is really public talk. We're sometimes afraid to talk.
No,
Something, but and even to our kids, we sometimes, I really our kids really, as far as sex education
they
and
know more
information,
now
they
than
know
they
more
do.
than parents do. If parents sitting there struggling, trying to struggle with the word ejaculation, they were like, "Oh, I know what that is."
Yeah, yeah.
And like,
yeah.
you do?
Yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So these are honest words now. Okay, honest words. And we need to have this kind of talk, okay, to be real. And that's what our show is about, is being real. Okay. The woman will say to the man, I don't want to get pregnant.
Yes.
So, you're going to not have to.
Yes.
Okay. All right. In it. Okay. All right. They didn't use no protection. All right, they of any kind, and not just the ones for the men of any kind.
Of any kind.
Women got some protection too.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right, of any kind. All right, let's stop putting it all on the male. Male ain't the only one that can protect. That can set up a screen. Okay,
Right.
all right. And they say, well, I promise.
No, say the word. Say the line right. Say it right, Jay. Come on.
They what is this line?
Trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Yeah. That ain't gonna happen. If they even throw this one in there, because I ain't ready to have no babies either. But remember when we were talking about sharing them secrets? Sometimes you can't even trust yourself. Some of them men can't even trust their own selves. I don't know how many movies, I don't know how many experiences of watching our close friends go through this same thing.
Yeah.
And then we think we can gamble so that it's going to be possibly different.
Yeah, not us. Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Because we trust it ain't going to be me. But I don't know how y'all look at the statistics. All right, that's all you got to do. But we trust. Okay. All right.
Trust me.
Trust me. Trust me.
And then what? 6 weeks later?
Yeah.
Trust me.
Trust me.
You know how many babies that was saying back then.
And then you also hear the trust me, that won't have, but if it do, I'm gonna be there for. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
And how many? According to statistics, how many women have been left? To take care of the full responsibility of going through the pregnancy by themselves, giving birth by themselves, and raising the child by themselves.
All because baby trust me.
Because you
Trust
put
me. That ain't gonna happen.
You know, the question in the beginning of the show was, do we sometimes misapply the word trust in our relationships? Do we sometimes misapply the word trust in our relationships? All right? And I'm here to say we do on a whole lot of levels.
On a whole lot of levels.
A whole lot of levels. A lot of levels. You know, and biblical scripture says it's better not to trust. Not to trust because we say these religious cliches and church. God knows me better than I know myself. Know myself. God knows me better than I know myself. Meaning, I might need to trust God with myself because I can't trust myself because I don't really even know myself.
Yes, that's right. I mean, and that's true, Jay. Because how many times have you done something or said something and then turn around and say, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that.
I can't believe I said that.
All kinds of levels.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did. I mean, and really be ask yourself that. I cannot believe I did that. Really? What you thought you wouldn't? I never do that. Then we go back to that. I never do that. Don't say what you would never, because you don't know. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Now that's interesting you say that, because if you find yourself, now we always talk, if you find just yourself
Yeah.
saying yourself,
Yes.
saying that, you know, I can't believe I did. In other words, you can't trust yourself. You can't trust yourself. How is it
Yeah.
that you will
Yeah.
put the emphasis and command on someone else
Yes.
to be trustworthy
Mhm.
more than
Yourself.
you yourself are?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm just
Absolutely.
saying.
Ding, ding,
I'm
ding,
just
ding,
saying.
ding, ding.
I'm just saying.
That's true.
Just a thought.
Wow, that's a light bulb thought.
I'm just like,
remember
just
Arsenio
saying.
Hall when he had that segment on his show, things that make you go, Yeah, that was one of them things that make, Yeah, true fact, Jay.
You know,
True.
they call that a little conceited, or little. They even call that stuck up. You know, when you put something on someone else that
Yeah.
you yourself are not measuring up to, but you want to hold someone else
Someone else
to
accountable for
that,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
To-
All right.
Mm.
Okay, well, Jay,
All
I
right.
trust what you're saying.
Don't trust what I'm saying.
Okay.
You better find out for yourself.
Okay. That's what I'm saying, Jay. That's what I'm saying after this show. And, you know, we making light of it. I mean, you know, and, you know, we try to, but, you know, the show is informative and we try to give you that information. But, no, I mean, personally, if you read the Bible and you go by the Bible standards and you believe in that word, then what it says in there about trust is, I mean, it's true to word. I mean, it is. God makes it plain that you can only trust Him in instances like that. You can only trust Him. Now, it's good to have an open mind to people in your life, but don't put your full trust and ability that they will never do that to you, or they will never say that, or they will never hurt you, because you will find yourself, and I'm sure a lot of you that are listening have found yourself at some point in time in a situation like that.
Right. And here's another thing as we move into the close, and I'm gonna go back. Now I don't know. First I'm gonna go back and answer your question.
You didn't answer that question,
I partially did. Partially did. You were asking how was a married couple.
Yes.
You know, and do that. Cause I don't want nobody to say he didn't answer that question. See, that's just like Jay. But anyway, in regard, how would a married couple? All right, and here's and this is going to be also my closing. When we trust, and you said the key thing: trust in the Lord. Trust God. We are to trust in the Lord. Here's what we are actually guided to do with each other, human beings. Okay, human beings, is to hope in each other. Hope in each other. Okay, hope. The hope has not the guarantee
Right.
that it will manifest.
Yes.
Hope has the initiation that you look forward
Right.
to the strongest possibility
Right.
that it will manifest.
Yes. Yes.
Because
yes,
some people can, and here's a good example, can hope that they will become rich all their life and can move strategically, do whatever, but never reach that before they die. So it's not that it was promised, but it's right. They hope for it, and because you hope, you move in the direction
absolutely, yeah,
as if it was,
manifest,
as if it was, but has not.
Absolutely.
So, and when we hope, we put our hope also in God, our trust in God, that the person that we're hoping in
Yes.
would be led by God.
Yes. Yes.
And if they are led by God and they do the things that are rightful unto us, we find appreciation because that hope is now being fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Through God leading that person. But the person has to surrender themselves to God to lead them, because God doesn't make nobody do anything when us humans think we can make anybody do all kinds of things. But back to, and as the couple, the thing of it is, in them sharing in the trust and all that, it is not so much putting trust in your husband or your wife, your counterpartner, is that you're putting trust in God that your countermate is going to be the best, that God will lead them. They put themselves in God to lead them to be the best and the greatest husband for you.
Yes.
All right. Doesn't mean they might not make a mistake.
Right.
And then likewise, wife for the husband. But when we have put in front of anybody to say this person will never do that, we have actually, without a consciousness, have placed them to be a God.
Oh my God.
We have placed them to be a God.
Yeah.
And that's just something to think about, folks, as we close this show.
Well, thank you, Jay. You explained that very well. I mean, excellent final point, and I concur. Thank you, Jay.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of it. You can trust us on that. We
Yeah,
get
out of here.
Yeah, we're out of here, folks. All right?
Relationship.